It's Jess from Capella Wellness. How are you? I'm here for your Divine Masculine check-in for the month of February 2023. So, there will be an extended for this. Okay, I'll talk about what the extended is going to entail at the end of the reading. I'm going to be doing a little... Wow, I can't even grab the cards without grabbing my altar cloth. Anyway... I'm going to put a little bit of a Valentine's spin to this because February does include Valentine's Day. So, remember, this doesn't just have to be for your counterpart who is predominantly the Divine Masculine. This can also be applied towards your inner masculine, all right? Keep that in mind. This is also for those who are the Divine Masculine prominently to help them with their journey, what they're struggling with, so on and so forth, okay? Because I know there are some Divine Masculines who are watching this. So what we're going to start off today is we're going to look into what their current energy is, and after that, we're going to see what they're working on, what they're struggling with. We're going to get guidance for the Divine Masculine, and see what else comes out, and see what they need to trust God more with, okay? So we're going to start off with their current energies. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, playing series right out the gate. Okay, we have Four of Swords, Healing and Recovery. King of Wands, Visionary Leader. Four of Pentacles, Scarcity Mindset. All right. All right. Bottom of the deck. It's a Five of Swords. Okay. So... their current energy with that mind games and control and manipulation and, you know, hurting others before they get hurt. I'm hearing that they've been in a cycle with this energy, with the overall for Five of Swords. Okay. They're kind of tired of the mind games because what happens here is with the masculines, if they try to say things that are belittling, condescending, derogatory, this is kind of like cutting down people with words. It's very similar to like Queen of Swords in the reverse energy, King of Swords in the reverse energy, but this is kind of doing this to like all types of people, but there's a little bit of strategy in this too. They try to control, there's like excessive control. It's controlling the situation so that they aren't the ones who get taken advantage of. They're not the ones who get hurt, because I'm getting that this masculine collective, they've been hurt a lot by other people. People have played mind games on them. People have tried to control them, puppet on string. Okay? And what's happened here is they thought, well, screw this. I'm going to combat this doing the exact same thing, the eye for an eye principle. We are not here to engage in this combat with someone. When they do something to us, we do the same thing back to them. That is distorted energy. You're not coming from a divine place if you have that mentality. Okay? It goes for the feminine too. But this masculine had that mindset. Okay? Well, if I continue to experience this in my life, I'm going to do the same thing right back to people. And when you came into the full divine feminine, you ended up getting caught in that crosshairs. And you got hit with that bullet when it wasn't meant for you, if that makes sense. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's what I'm hearing. Masculines were trying to target people in that manner, and they realized that when they did that with you, they made a mistake. We all make mistakes. The masculine isn't always the guilty one, because Five of Swords is guilt. It's regret. Okay? Like, oh man, I can't believe I did that. I see the error of my ways. I can't try to win at all costs from a negative perspective, a distorted perspective, and to keep myself from feeling defeated, to keep myself from being hurt, from being taken advantage of, for being a puppet on a string. Manipulation, right? It doesn't get anybody anywhere. There's someone who needs to take the high road. Okay? There's something about needing to win all the time. I gotta win the argument. I gotta win the game. I gotta win this thing. I gotta win that. Like, no, it's kind of like a pride ego type of thing that's going on here. And that's the overall energy, right? But look what we have here. The Four of Swords. They've been hurt badly by other people, feminine. And when somebody keeps feeling defeated over and over and over again, and people continue to screw them over, the mind games, the manipulation, the giving their power away. At some point, they get tired of the defeat. But because they haven't healed and haven't understood why that was continuing to happen, they did a 180 and said, I'm going to do the same thing right back to them. Again, the eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth mentality. That only adds to your karma. It only adds to your karma. We can't try to control someone to get something out of them, or control somebody to prevent us from getting hurt. Being hurt is part of life. It's part of the process. We have to learn to heal from that, right? And a lot of you guys are being, even the masculines, you're being prepared for when you come in, when you actually fully, you're fully in your purpose here. People are going to try to mess with your mind. You say the truth and they say, no, that's not it. In so many ways you're wrong. When deep down inside, they got hit hard with the truth and they don't want to admit it, especially if you call them out on it. So with that Five of Swords, it's like preparation, especially when you're doing with your divine counterpart. The last thing we want to do is to be hurt by that person. Well, the last thing we want is to be hurt by the person we love the most. That hits hard, does it not? It really gets us in the gut. All right, Five of Swords. It's kind of like instead of Three of Swords in your heart, you get 5 in there. And what does that do to us? It makes us more bitter and more angry in a sense, right? Depending on how you react to it, you respond to it. So with this masculine here, this is like understanding that you need to fight for what is right here. That sometimes you have to take the high road. You don't have to engage in an argument all the time and trying to win it. No, I'm right, I'm right. And if somebody calls bullshit on you and says the truth, and you try to say something in a way that you try to defeat them with your derogatory words by belittling them, insulting them, you're not coming from a divine place. Because if you get triggered by the truth, you are not in alignment with your truth. If you want divine, harmonious, sacred union with your counterpart, you cannot have that union if you are not in your truth and you get triggered by the truth. And you continuously get triggered by being hurt all the time. Because that means you're giving your power away and you are allowing to feel yourself as a victim. You feel defeated because someone attacked you in some way, shape, or form. So this masculine is starting to realize, I can't keep doing this. I gotta stop hurting the people that I love, especially with regards to the feminine. Like I said, the feminine got caught in the crosshairs. This masculine was dealing with this shit before you came around, feminine. So don't think that it's just a one-sided thing. This connection is never one-sided, okay? And to be blatantly honest, if you are coming from a low place and you continue to be a doormat, you're gonna attract somebody who's the same. And your person, the masculine was a doormat too, but because they were tired of it, they retaliated in a negative way. They started to change, but in a negative way. No, I'm done being hurt. I'm done being a doormat. I'm going to go after people and hurt them before they hurt me. It's a defense mechanism. It's an ego thing, an unhealthy ego thing. They get triggered, the swords come out. Someone tells them the truth, the swords come out. And they're piercing swords, especially when it comes with words. This is what we get to get out of. And sometimes we have to learn to take the high road. And with this Four of Swords, healing and recovery, it's beautiful energy because they're taking some time to contemplate about this. My stand broke, by the way, yesterday. I'm pretty bummed out about it. I have to try to fix it. So if you can't see all the cards, don't worry about it. I'm going to do my best here. Anyway, they're healing from this. I'm tired, I'm hearing. I don't want to engage in these games anymore. Because it doesn't help me, it doesn't help anybody. It's not just you, feminine, it's other people, okay? It's a divine masculine reading, but we're talking about masculine energies. The masculine has a lot of other people in their lives besides the feminine that they have hurt. And a lot of people have hurt them too. So I'm getting that this masculine is finding a better way to deal with people, because I'm getting also that there are still people who try to screw them over, who try to take advantage of them. That's Five of Swords. But they're looking at this like, you know what? I need to really look at this differently. I need to contemplate why this is happening, and I need to find a better solution. You find better solutions when you stop, you wait a minute, you meditate, and you think about how you're going to best approach this from a divine place. This masculine is really doing a lot of meditation here and healing. They're like, you know what? I'm coming at people because I haven't healed from all the hurt that has accumulated in my heart space, in my soul. When you don't heal from that, guys, you end up repeating the same behavior and you start acting like the people who've hurt you. Like attracts like, right? So this masculine with this Four of Swords here, being in balance, I got to bring things back to balance within myself. I got to start thinking long and hard here about what I need to do differently. Five of Swords, the positive of Five of Swords is doing things differently. Thinking differently at how to bring about more peace into a situation. It's making amends. Because the masculine here wants to make amends not only with you, feminine, but with everyone else that they've hurt in their path. Everyone else who got caught in the crosshairs. It's a negative behavior that they've acquired over the years. Okay? And when you can't deal with that hurt, you don't heal from that hurt, you don't try to understand why this is happening, it will continue to happen until you put an end to it. There's something about not taking action on putting an end to this Five of Swords behavior. And it's attracting the behavior too. And sure, when we're ascending, when we're elevated, when we're in union with ourselves and stuff, people will still try to defeat us, to try to take us down, to try to put shit in our head based on what they say with their words. But when you have done a tremendous amount of healing and you're fully in alignment with your truth, people who try to do that to you, you won't get affected. You won't get triggered. And sometimes you will be, silence is golden, and you will not say something back to them. Because there's power in the silence, which is why with Five of Swords, we can't just keep going after people who try to attack us, who say bad things to us, who try to take advantage, the belittlement, the berating energy. You don't always have to have the last word. You don't. Silence is golden. Four of Swords is silence. It's not action. So this masculine here is starting to understand, you know what? I get hurt. I get triggered. I'm not doing this defense mechanism shit anymore. I'm going to be at peace. Because when you continue to engage in this sword fighting, it brings out more of your distorted energies to the surface. And that pulls you away from your divine self. It's a very hard thing for humans to do because we've been so programmed Someone says something bad to us, we go straight after them. Oh, you know what? Fuck you, and fuck you, you know, whatever. And all these words can come out. What is that going to do to anybody other than hurt them? We're spiritual beings in a meat suit. We're not here to hurt people. We're here to encourage and enlighten people. And with this masculine energy, they have to learn that, you know, trying to fight fire with fire isn't going to get them anywhere. It causes an inferno the more you do that. More hurt energy that gets expended out into the universe is going to put more negativity out there. And guess what? That ends up wreaking havoc on the whole planet. It lowers the vibration of the planet. So there's a tendency for this masculine to understand silence is golden. I got to meditate more. I got to be at peace more. And just like, if I don't need to say something, I don't need to say something. Walk away. Take the high road and keep my mouth shut. When I know the words that are going to come out of my mouth are going to be hurtful to people. This is a masculine better understanding. I need to think before I speak. Sleep on it. If I get triggered, let me ask myself, why did I get triggered? Why do I feel the tendency to try to chop somebody's head off? Why do I feel like I need to go try to win the argument all the time? Be mindful of this, and this goes for the feminine too with your masculine energy. Get to a place of balance. Go within and think before you say anything that is low vibrational. Because the more you put that shit out there, the hate, the negative energy, because Five of Swords it's a waste of time to try to like hurt somebody just because you're trying to win the argument, of trying to win something. You're trying to look like the better person. Are you really the better person when you're playing mind games and you're trying to control and you're trying to hurt people? You're not divine. You're not coming from a divine place when you do that. Period. Guess what it does to the rest of us? It lowers the vibration. We're here to elevate it, not to destroy it. No, well, we can't destroy energy, but you know what I mean. We're not here to lower it. So this is the masculine energy, really learning how to stay quiet when they know they need to be quiet, or think before they try to say something hurtful. And yes, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names can never hurt me. Sometimes we want to just take a jab at someone, but it's better to stay quiet because words have energy. And even when people come after this with this words, what I said, words can never hurt me. Yeah. This is learning not to be hurt by what people say to you. It's preparing you for mission, guys. This is not having to do with you and other relationships where they continue to try to manipulate you and try to hurt you and all these other things that I said. Because when you're in your truth and you're speaking your truth and you're doing your mission work, people are going to try to fuck you up. To get you to think you're wrong, to get you to think that you're crazy. Because the Five of Swords could quickly lead to the Nine of Swords. And what does that do? You're so up in your head and it's just like, oh my God, really, really dark thoughts. And the devil's got you by the balls when he's got your mind here. This is what we're trying to break away from. So this masculine's really, really recovering from this and try to think before they speak. They're also healing, again, from hurting you and everyone else that they've hurt along the way. They are sorry that you got caught in the crosshairs. That's what I heard. They really want to make amends here and do things differently. And one of them is stopping themselves in their tracks so that the defense mechanism does not get engaged. The button isn't pushed, and there's a reactive energy instead of a responsive energy. That takes a lot of work. A lot of work. And the other one is the King of Wands, their current energy, okay? Not being shadow side Queen of Wands, getting into distorted energy, control, like I got to do it my way. No, I'm the right person. I'm the one who's like the best person. There's like a pride and ego thing with the shadow side of the King of Wands. But he's starting to understand, Mason's starting to understand, yeah, and why am I going to do that? Because this energy that's been wasted on trying to engage that defense mechanism, it's causing them to deplete their energies. It's causing them to lose their fire, the fire that this should be lit within them to make them be able to manifest, to have them get the things that they want. Because the King of Wands goes after what he wants. And he knows that it will be successful, whatever it is that he's envisioning. He visualizes it, and he takes action. And he has that positive mindset. Has the confidence and has the courage. You know what? This is going to work out for me. As long as I'm in my power, in my light. King of Wands is enormous spiritual strength. This is mastery of spiritual growth right here. There's a masculine who's really, really elevated quite a bit with staying very strong when it comes to people trying to engage the defense mechanism. You know what? I don't need to say anything. I don't need to try to win at all costs. I don't need to try to win the battles all the time, because there are losses and there are wins in this journey we call life. We can't win them all. We have to learn how to take the defeat. We have to learn how to be rejected and not get all bent out of shape, because when we are. This King of Wands is understanding, I've got to be in my place of power with regards to my spiritual strength. It takes a shit ton of spiritual strength to not engage in the fighting, in the arguing, and not being affected when people hurt us. People who have the ability to do that, they're a force to be reckoned with. No matter what somebody does to try to bring them down, the strength, the God confidence they have, it's like Emperor energy, the stability that they have, like the sternness, like the rigidity, but the rigidity in a positive light. People look at them like, oh my God, how is this person not completely feeling defeated? How are they not in the ruins? How are they still standing? Right? This is what the masculine is starting to understand. I do not have to take control by force. I take control by being in my spiritual power, by my personal power, because I get strong Emperor energy with this King of Wands. It's very close. And this King of Wands, this masculine is starting to realize, you know what? I really got to do things differently. If I'm getting attacked, people continue to try to hurt me, how am I going to look at this from a different perspective? It's like saying to themselves, this is not what I want. I don't want to have to keep hurting people because I get triggered. I don't want to be in this energy where the defense mechanism is engaged and I don't even know it. Because some people say, oh, well, that's me. Like, you know, I just have a knee-jerk reaction all the time because that's who I am, because I'm an Aries, because I'm a fire sign. I'm fiery, and that's just how I am. This is where astrology goes by the wayside. When we start blaming, I don't know where this is coming from. This is when we start blaming, or you're dealing with an air sign. I mean, it could be air with a fire sign or strong masculine energy. It could be where like, oh, well, they're this sign and they're that sign. They're fire. So you know what? They're going to be, you know, me, and controlling and God knows what else. And that could be somebody, if it's you. Well, I got strong fire in my chart. I can't do anything about it. Remember, when it comes to the placements in your chart, you are here to learn to not operate from the shadow side of whatever the hell is in your chart. To not operate from the shadow side of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if that makes sense to you. We do have shadow sides to us all. Every zodiac sign has a shadow side. Every energy has a shadow side. We have to learn how to transmute that into light. Again, the Five of Swords do it differently, because your karmic tendencies are coming into the purview here. They're coming back into replay, and you have to be able to combat that and say, wait a minute, why am I repeating the same behavior? Do I continue to operate from the shadow side of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius or something? I have the ability to control that. You have the ability to control how you respond to things. You have the ability to control how people trigger you. And so this masculine is realizing, you know what? This is a waste of my time. This is also this masculine who's done with people who are playing mind games with them, people who they're not supportive, people who are not in the same vibration as them. They're cutting that out of their life. They're like, you know what? I'm taking action here. I got to step up and lead and say, I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. I'm not going to be doing what all these other people are doing. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of energy. Five of Swords affects our energies. The more we surround ourselves in that shit. And so the King of Wands here is like, no, man, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to go a different direction. I have a very different view of what it is that I want to achieve in life. I have a very different view as to how I'm going to bring about success in my life. This could even be pertaining to a business, because the King of Wands is an entrepreneur, a business person. Someone has incredible vision. What's it called? These dreams. It's like they're very. I can't articulate it. Somebody's got like strong Pisces in their chart. There's something about the visions that they want to create. They're starting to realize they have the ability to create them. And anyone who tells them otherwise, they're starting to realize that they're not going to be part of that vision. They're not going to be part of that life that they want to go after. This is what they've been contemplating about and really getting to center about. Like, what, do I need these people in my life? Do I want to continue to act that way? There's something here about, there's a bad influence with this masculine telling other, no, you got to play mind games with women or men. You got to try to control everybody to keep yourself from this, and that. There's also an energy here where there's a very successful business person with this King of Wands, and they're getting poor advice from people who are telling them, you got to protect your money, man. You got to protect the business, because I don't know why I'm getting this. Something like if you go after your feminine, if you marry them, or you work with these people that you want to work with, they're going to take you for all your money. They're going to play you for a fool, okay? They're going to sabotage you to get what you've worked so hard for. And some people are putting this shit into their heads, and the masculine's like, no. They're starting to realize who's for them and who's against them, really. Because maybe ulterior motives are being played out here by their friends, family, whoever, to try to get a piece of the pie with whatever the King of Wands is building. Whatever he's creating, whatever he's manifesting. He's a powerful manifester. Whatever he gets, he wants. So it looks like other people around him are seeing this masculine get what he wants. And he now wants the feminine. He wants to make amends with the feminine. He wants to bring peace to the situation, to the connection. And other people are like, they may know who you are, feminine, if you're the feminine watching this. They may know your power, because look what's underneath the Five of Wands, because they had me pull up the card on its own. There's you. Some of you are in this power. There are others of you, you're in the shadow side of this, where you're trying to control everything and having it done your way. Nope. If you're expecting the masculine to make amends with you and do things differently, you got to do things differently first. You got to be in your power. You got to be shining your light as a true divine feminine Christ. So if you're trying to do things your way or the highway, trying to manipulate the masculine to do something, to come around, you're going about it the wrong way. It's a waste of your time. You're doing the opposite. The Shadow Queen of Wands is the control freak. It has to be done my way. I know what I'm doing. I've done what I need to do, so now I'm owed my debt. I'm owed my karma. I'm hearing for some of you, you may have thought that your karma's been paid off, but it hasn't been. Because some of you are still trying to manipulate the masculine, manipulate your situation when you're not relinquishing control to God. So there's a Queen of Wands here. There's some of you who are Queen of Wands in the reverse, trying to think that, you know, your masculine's going to come around, or something better is going to come along, but apparently there's some feminines here who are still operating from a low vibrational place in the space of what I said already. But when I talked about other people who are interfering in your masculine's life, saying, this is someone who is sought after, could very well be a highly attractive, gorgeous, brilliant, powerful, magnetic, very confident but not vain feminine here. And some masculines see their friends or their family see, and I think it gets more friends, they see who their feminine is, some of them. And they've been seeing this masculine get what he's been wanting with business, money, whatever, success and career. And they're like, he's going to get the Queen of Wands, the divine Queen of Wands too. They're putting shit in his head. Oh, no, this Queen of Wands is going to start to strip you for everything that you've got. Because she's going to use her sex appeal, her good looks, her charisma to try to trap you. Yet this masculine's realizing, nope, that's not who she is. Because this masculine dealt with the Shadow Queen of Wands, the Jezebels, before. He knows that his divine feminine is not that. So there are some of you who are in your power and you don't give two shits what anybody thinks. You also are balanced with your masculine energy, where when people try to hurt you and say things to you, it doesn't bring you down. It does not affect your confidence, your self-esteem in the least bit. You're like, I know what I'm talking about. I'm that confident in my intuition. I'm that confident what I am saying. You can't say shit to me to dim my light. That is a fucking powerful divine feminine right there. And you're not the one who apologizes, and you're not the one who people pleases when you're doing your mission work. Hey, you should be reading cards this way. Oh, you should have your channel do this, or you should have to do that, blah, 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 blah. Or people try to say you're doing it wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A divine feminine does not apologize. She will apologize when she knows she's come from a low place. If she fucked up, if she goofed somewhere, if she talked out of turn, because there's a slight possibility that divine feminine might slip up every now and again. Trigger, defense mechanism comes out. But if you're the feminine who's like doing your mission work, or you're running your business or whatever this is, and you're apologizing for things, stop doing that. Especially if you know what it is that you're doing. If you are operating your business, your channel, your projects in the way that God has asked you to do them in, you do it your way. That is in alignment with God's plan. You don't do it the way that other people are telling you to do it because everybody else and their mother is doing it this way. So some of you, you got to step into your masculine energy, be like, put an end to that. Right? Because there are people who could be insulting you. Remember, it's not just this masculine reading, because feminines, you got both this energy too. You got to be in your masculine power here. I have this vision. God gave you the vision. Act upon it. And when people are telling you, no, that's what you should be doing, you're giving your power away to those people, and they're stripping you of that vision that God gave you. Don't do that. whatever you're seeing with your mind's eye, whatever it is that you want to do, take action on, how you're going to lead, how you're going to teach. Do it your way, but the way that God has shown you, not coming from a place of ego. That's different. So this King of Wands here, this masculine's like, I need to take action. I can't be silent anymore. I can't. But this masculine is thinking about what to say to the feminine because he knows he's hurt her. He's also thinking about what to say to people that he knows he needs to make amends with. There are some people here who he's engaged in these battles with. God's telling him, you know what? You don't need to go fix that, masculine. Pray about it. But the masculine here is saying, I need to take action. I gotta stop being silent because there's unfinished business here. I'm dealing with somebody who I want to match me. I'm dealing with a feminine who's unlike anyone else. She's very sought after. This is the feminine that every man wants, or every woman wants, depending how it is. But I see more of you are, more of the masculines are men, and what I'm seeing, and more of the feminines are women. So let me just say it that way. Masculine has been intimidated by the feminine's power. But what's happening here is her fire is igniting him. It's fueling him to take action. Because he's saying, shit, if she can be like that and nobody can dim her light, put her down, whatever, I want to be with that feminine. And that feminine is igniting the spark, igniting the light within the masculine. That's why it's so important for the feminine's light to be incredibly luminous, to be that beacon of light, faith, and hope for not just the masculine, but for other people to step into their power. What I call star into it. You can step into it, but if you don't do shit with it, you can't star into it. There is a huge difference. Okay, so with this energy from a true divine feminine Christ here, I mean, nobody can take her down. Nothing, no one. She does not apologize for shit. When she knows she's in her element and she's getting her direction from God. And this guy here is also being ridiculously turned on by her energy. It's that potent. It's that magnetic. She is drawing her masculine to her. She is inspiring her masculine to do the same. And he's saying, I can do the same thing that my feminine is doing. And he's fully coming into his power. It's beautiful energy. This is how these connections are supposed to be like. She's independent. Queen of Wands. She draws in what she is vibrating at. She's got very strong God confidence. She's inspiring her masculine to do the same. You've got the counterparts here. With the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands underneath the Five of Swords. He knows there's unfinished business with the feminine. He's like, but here's the thing. All of this mind game fuckery, all the control bullshit, was to get the feminine to stand up for herself. To be in her power. Because without this bullshit, feminines, you would not be here. This is necessary for your mission work. Because when you are being this powerhouse here, people are not going to like it. They're going to start judging you. They're going to start trying to take you down from your throne. Nope. So your masculine was teaching you to stand up for yourself. Which is why the masculine tried to hurt you. Are you going to cower into a corner? Are you going to say, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry that I did this, but I'm not sorry for being who I am. Or I'm not sorry for how I love. I'm not sorry for how I give. This masculine had to hurt the feminine to get her to see her light. He had to push her away to get her to see the light. It's in the contract. This is how it works. And when you allow the masculine to continue to defeat you, you've given all your power away to the masculine. You're cowering into a corner and like tucking on your thumb. Man, why does he keep doing this to me? Because you allowed it multiple times. I know what I'm talking about because I've been there. Until I fucking woke up like, shit, what am I doing? I'm allowing him to take my power away. And he flat out told me, Jess, you have to shine your light. You gotta stop hiding who you are. There's no reason to do that. That's why the masculines do this in the 3D feminines. They're teaching you to become the divine Queen of Wands, the divine feminine, not the distorted. The distorted feminine is the one who continues to get triggered and get belittled and berated and hurt by the masculine. You are not here to get hurt by anyone or anything. So this is why the Five of Swords had to happen, feminists. To get you to stand up for yourself and shine your light. And to be in your power and say, you know what? I'm not dealing with this bullshit. I deserve better. I need a King of Wands. I'm going to attract the King of Wands. I'm going to attract my equal when I've gotten to my power, my place of power. And the place of power has nothing to do with my way or the highway, has nothing to do with excessive control, has nothing to do with mind games. You attract what you are. You both attract each other in that way in the beginning. And when you come into your power and your light is luminous, this is the King of Light right here. You boost his confidence to believe in himself when you believe in yourself, in what it is that you do, because you're a visionary as well. You also see the divine light in everybody when you are in that divine power. And for some of you feminines, you saw that divine light within your masculines. And when you realized what the masculine was doing to you, and you said enough of it, you took the high road, you walked away, said, I'm done with this. It's a waste of my time. I'm done being hurt. That is when you are on your way to being in alignment with your divine feminine Christ self. It's what's happened to me. And that's why I'm ever so grateful for this connection, because if my masculine didn't do what he did, I would not be this at all. I was never this. This is the greatest gift, one of the greatest gifts I could have ever been given by my masculine, by God, because God brought my person to me. And when you are in that power, you have that much amount of confidence. And nobody can take you down. You cannot be defeated. That's true power right there. And you're well on your way to prepare yourself for what's coming in your mission work. And the last card, scarcity mindset. The Four of Pentacles. We have two fours on the opposite sides, bookending the King of Wands. He's starting to find the balance between masculine and feminine. He's starting to understand what is important here. No longer listening to people who are waste of time, waste of energy, trying to bring them down. He's starting to understand what is really of value. Because with all of that scarcity, that bare tree, like there's no fruit off of that tree. And when you're engaging in that Five of Swords energy and you're surrounding yourself with negative energy, you can't grow anything. You can't build anything masterful. Four of Pentacles is after the Three of Pentacles. This masculine is understanding that with that lack mentality, it attracts more lack. With a negative mindset, it attracts more negativity. With a lack mentality, it attracts. No, when you have a lack mentality, you have to have more of an abundant mindset. This masculine was also caught up in the material world. Which is why he started to realize, I gotta really be in my power to have the ability to manifest the things that I want. But I know I have to take action on them. I can't just expect God to plop something into my lap. Right? So this masculine is getting over the hump. It was like focusing on money, career, jobs, materialism, poor habits. He's starting to realize with that Four of Pentacles, I have no fruit on my tree. Look what I've done. It's the same thing that the feminines go through. I'm not flourishing. I don't feel abundant. I feel defeated. I feel low. I feel dirty. I feel regretful and guilty. But why? It's because the energy was too low. And this masculine is realizing, if I want to manifest the things in my life, I gotta get out of this scarcity mindset. I gotta have an abundant mindset and have that vision, believe in it, and go after it. Do something to make it a reality, to make the dreams a reality. I can't be worried about the money piece of this. I can't be worried if it's not going to be successful. If God brought me that dream, that vision, I need to trust in that, but I also need to take action on it and create something. This is doing what they're passionate about and not worrying about what anybody says. But this person's found this masculine's found a lot of value in what it is that they have been learning here. He's understanding that less is more. He doesn't need to have the house, the car, the title, the career, the certificates, the degrees to be successful. He's starting to understand that if he's passionate about something and he gives it his all, and he's very confident in what he does, what he's been blessed with creative talent, skills, he's going to be a success. When he believes in himself, he's a success. When he has the God confidence within himself, he's a success. When he doesn't allow anyone to strip him of his power, to take him off his throne, he is successful. Because he's in the light. He's shining his light too. He is in his divine power. He's realizing he has all the power. To include to attract the money that he wants. But it's not just about money anymore. Or power. It's about spiritual strength. It's about following your passions and doing the things that light you up. The things that you really, really want to be doing in life. Because this is in the middle here. Again, he's finding that balance now. Also finding a balance on when to take action and when not to take action. On when he needs to be at a place of rest to manifest more into his life, and when to take action when God says go. Because we can't be on all the time, guys. Our light has to be on all the time, and sometimes it dims or whatever, but we get back to a place, we get to Four of Wands. Jeez. Four of Swords. Four of Wands didn't come out for a reason. It came out for a reason. Four of Swords. When God says rest, we rest. When God says go, we go. Again, but the light's still there. Because when we are in burnout, which is the shadow side of the Four of Swords, we're not able to manifest. when it goes back to the apology, especially if you guys got channels or you're doing something at work or whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'll go do this. I'll go do what you asked me to do, and then you're burning yourself out doing what you're passionate about, what your project is. Is it what you're passionate about, or you're doing what somebody else is passionate about? There's something about like listening to other people when you know you shouldn't be. And if listening to other people causes you to burn out, you're dimming your light by doing that. You're diminishing your manifestation abilities when you do that. It's dissipating. Stay the course with the vision that you have, okay? Don't start listening to other people and like apologizing. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'll do this instead, or I'll add this in, and I'll start doing this. No. Why do you think when God told me to stop doing as many zodiac sign readings as I was doing per week? Because I'm bringing in some amazing shit by not doing shit. God says, Jess, rest. Take it easy. I'm working here for you. You do not have to do all that work anymore. I'm trying to bring in some amazing shit, and boy, has he been bringing in some amazing shit when I don't do shit. That is hard for us to do, especially for me. My sun, moon, rising, and my north node are all masculine energy. I want to go, go, go. I want to get things done. I get so passionate and so ambitious and I have all these ideas. I want to do everything at the same time, and it's great. Part of my Gemini sun, I get intellectually stimulated, and it's like, yes, let me go do this. But God's like, Jess, whoa. Four of Swords. Masculine is now finding a balance on when to take action and when to not worry about the money or the possessions or whatever this Four of Pentacles is for you. So now we're going to look into what the heck is going on here. What is the masculine working on at this time? And so this is also a message for, especially the masculine energy here. When you rest more, when you take it easy more, because there's a sense of stubbornness here. No, I don't want to let go. No, I have to do it this way. It's got to be done this way. No, I have to keep, I'm passionate. I want to do all this work. I have to get it done now. When you stop doing that and you start really listening to God, and God says rest, take it easy, take a vacation, take a break, your power gets stronger. Your manifesting abilities get stronger. If you are a channeler, you're a psychic, you're a reader, your abilities magnify. They're augmented. They move to an incredibly powerful level where it's like, where is this stuff coming from? Which is the point. Now dinner's ready, but I'm gonna have to be late. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. See? Working on taking it easy, taking care of themselves, self-care routines, meditation, yoga, eating better, learning when to be quiet, learning when to take vacations. I don't gotta be on all the time. Being happier. Doing what they love to do, not what other people are telling them to do. Wow. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Some of them are preparing for union because they're now realizing what is really important in life and what it is they need to do to manifest the other things that they want instead of chasing. Wow. They're overcoming those obstacles, especially the scarcity mindset. I'm afraid of the unknown. I'm afraid if I go do my purpose, if I take action on this vision or start this business or become an entrepreneur, that it's going to fail, that the money isn't going to come in, whatever. I've been through that. When the money doesn't come in the business, it doesn't mean that you're not successful. That's what society wants you to think. Oh, that person's not generating money. I'm pretty sure some of you probably think the same thing about me, but tough shit. Because you know what doing this work has done for me? This. And this is what everybody, all of you, I'm trying to get all of you to get to. So when it comes to doing what you're passionate about, what you love to do, what lights you up, and you start a business because of it, you cannot get hung up on the whole money thing. Paying your bills, all that stuff. You're here to inspire, enlighten, to encourage, to motivate. You're here to light up the fire in other people, to raise the vibration of the planet, to be an example of Christ consciousness. It's not about the money. It's not what makes your business successful. That will come when it's time. God's trying to get you what is really of value here. This masculine in this collective is ascending for the feminines who've already ascended to where they need to be. They're preparing for union. They're taking much better care of themselves and loving themselves for them. Healthier choices. We saw the Lover's card in the last masculine check-in, did we not? Thank you for the confirmation, Holy Spirit. I picked up, I thought it was the bottom of the deck, but it's not. It's underneath it. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship. They feel uplifted now because they realize this. And they're preparing to meet with you. Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. What are they working on? Making healthier choices in love and life, taking care of themselves, being happier, doing what they want to do. They're learning a lot of lessons from what they've done in the past. This is lesson learning. If we don't learn from our lessons, our mistakes, we're not ascending. They're building something better. They know that they kept sabotaging relationships, not just yours, feminine. This is why I said they need to do things differently. Make healthier choices in love and in life, friendships, jobs, all of that stuff. Stop repeating the same behavior, the poor habits with the Four of Pentacles. This is awesome. But remember, the feminine's gotta be there first before the masculine gets there. What is the masculine struggling with, Holy Spirit? Archangels, galactic families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. If you haven't liked this video, shared or subscribed, go ahead and take some time to do it now. This is resonating with you. I would greatly appreciate your support. Let's see what the masculine's struggling with right now. Holy Spirit, Archangels, galactic families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Impasse, the Two of Wands energy. Okay? They're struggling with them. They're realizing that they got in their own way. Now, for those who, the masculine, there's some feminines here too. You have to get out of your own way. You gotta surrender and let go and let God here. Now, for some masculines here, they're overcoming this. This has been a huge struggle for them. When God said, no, don't go down this path, masculine. No, God, get out of my way. That's Shadow King of Wands and Shadow Queen of Wands. No, I know what to do. I know the better plan. I'm not going to listen to God's plan because I know what the fuck I'm doing. That is super ego right there. I've done my work. I know where I'm supposed to be headed. I have this vision. This is where I want to be. And God's like, there has been a lot of blocks that the masculine has been through, but they try to circumvent, go around those blocks. Where's the transcending obstacles? But some of them, instead of like, so God has placed obstacles in front of them for a reason, probably to block that path. They've been struggling with listening to their guides, their angels, God, and saying, hey, this is your destiny. This is the path you're supposed to be in. I gave you this vision. I know it doesn't seem like what everybody else does, but you need to trust me that it's going to be successful. Redirection. Take a different path, the path less traveled. Stepping out of your comfort zone and doing things that other people haven't done before. This masculine needs to trust in the vision that they're having. Again, stop apologizing. Stop listening to what other people are telling you you're supposed to be doing. It's the same thing that I've done with my own channel, the work that I do. I'm very, very different because I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be the leader. I'm not supposed to be the follower. But at the same time, when you're following, you're also learning to lead others. Right? They've struggled for so long with being at the crossroads. What path do I take? And God's like, masculine, this is the path to take. But I don't know, God. Is it going to lead to success? Is it going to lead to what I'm seeing, what I'm visualizing, what I'm trying to manifest? The masculine wants union with the feminine, but there's a little bit of fear here. He's visualizing it, he's manifesting it. The last thing he needs to do is take action. And God has been giving them the courage and confidence to say, yes, masculine, you're going to come into union. You will be forgiven. Because for some of you, your feminines are in their power. They have learned their lessons. They're fully divine feminine Christ here. And some of you masculines know this because you're very intuitive. This is about feeling safe and secure, right? Rhinos tend to be looked at as these very big, bulky, maybe destructive animals, right? Oh my God, it's a big rhinoceros. But look at this child. The child's safe. The child's comforted. The child's not worried about this rhinoceros. We all know that they get poached, they get killed and all that stuff and tranquilized and whatever you want to call it. But they're gentle creatures at the end of the day, right? There's also something about forgiving the inner child here. Forgiving themselves for what they've done. To other people, to the feminine, 5 of Swords. Leaving all the cards on the table. Not closing out that unfinished business. They've been stuck because they know when they come back around and they communicate with the feminine and they ask for forgiveness and they want to make amends, they're like, look, I promise I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to stop sabotaging this connection. I really want to rebuild this. Can you please forgive me for what I'm doing? This has been their hang up for quite some time. And you know what other people are telling them? Dude, masculine, there's no way this hot chick, this Queen of Wands is going to forgive you for what you've done. Look at how powerful she is. Look, she doesn't take shit from anybody. But what the Queen of Wands does take is the truth. She is forgiving. Just because she seems intimidating and says, I don't deal with bullshit. It's right. She doesn't deal with bullshit. But she's still compassionate. She knows not when to have her fire flare up. Not when to get temperamental. Not when to try to cut you down. Not have her defense mechanism go off when she gets triggered. Because the masculine is going to come here speaking some truths here. Other people have been telling the masculine, there's no way you're going to be forgiven. Not when your feminine is like that or looks like that or they're that confident or that powerful. Not when they speak their truth and the manner in which they carry themselves. Because I said the Queen of Wands is a very sought after person. It's the person that every man, woman wants. That people think they can never have. That is unattainable. It's like a unicorn, that they don't exist. But Queen of Wands, the true Queen of Wands, divine Queen of Wands does exist. And so this whole thing about forgiveness has been keeping them from moving forward. This indecisive energy has been keeping them from taking action because they know that King of Wands, they have the vision. They're visualizing what's going to happen when they come forward, that it's going to be a success, that God is going to be with them. They're going to be protected. They will be forgiven. All they need to do is actually take action and stop getting in their own way. Nothing is blocking them. The path is clear, masculine. You know it. I know it. The path is clear. You're the one who's been getting in your own way the whole time because of the hang up with forgiveness. Also about forgiving yourself for what you've done to the feminine. What did I say about lesson learning? Both of you were supposed to learn lessons from this. This is the whole point. Look what's underneath here, gossip. What did I say about people saying shit to the masculine? Dude, she's not going to forgive you, man. Fuck that. Don't even bother. But look what's at the top. Instinct. But their intuition says something else. There's something about people telling the masculine to just continue to be the lone wolf, to be on your own. Yeah, you don't need to be with anybody. Just stay single. That's the life. Whatever. Why you want to have a ball and chain, blah, blah, blah. But the masculine knows that the Queen of Wands, the fucking divine feminine, is not a ball and chain. She's independent. She's not codependent on her masculine. Not anymore. Some of you, it's not anymore. Others of you, you got to get away from the codependency on your masculine thing. He needs to trust his instincts, the animalistic instincts. There's something about dogs here. I don't know if your person has a dog, wolf, or husky. I don't know why that came through. I'm hearing Howler. Somebody has a dog named Howler? That's kind of crazy. Somebody may have a white dog, or maybe a husky, or something close to a wolf for pet. Either way, this is trusting their instincts. I said they know they're going to be forgiven. They know that everything's going to be fine. They've been visualizing. They've been trying to manifest it. The last thing the masculine needs to do is to trust their instincts, to trust their intuition, what they're feeling. It's taking action here, okay? It's taking action. So let's see what guidance we have for the masculine here before we close this out. Okay. What guidance do we have for the masculine, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, please, and Syrians, please, and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Wow. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. There is guilt here. We talked about this in decision making. Look at his face. He feels pretty guilty, regretful here. Be true to yourself, masculine. Do what you know you should do. This is doing the right thing. And don't let guilt keep you from moving forward. And this don't make decisions based on guilt. This is like the inability for the masculine to make a decision because of that guilt. Right? Bottom of the deck is embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. You gotta be true to you, masculine. You gotta be honest with yourself if you're gonna be honest with others. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. See? You learned a lot of lessons. You found what it is that was missing within each other. That's why you're in this connection. Embrace that truth. Top of the deck, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. I was actually, did I say my beloved? I almost said that earlier. Underneath, surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. All right. What other guidance do we have for the masculines here, Holy Spirit? Stop getting in your own way. You know which path to take. Do things differently. Go a different route. What else? What other guidance do we have for the masculines, Holy Spirit? Please and thank you. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And when I get this card, I'm hearing this is the one, masculine. Your feminine is your person. You've already met the person you've wanted this entire time. You've been visualizing, you've been wanting, but it looks like you got the Queen of Wands. You manifested the Queen of Wands and you're like, holy shit, is that really my person? It is your person, masculine. You got to stop doubting it. And yeah, you feel like crap because you hurt the person that you wanted the most. But don't beat yourself up, okay? You learned a lot of lessons through this. So did your feminine. It's like why I said with my masculine, I would not be here if he would have acted that way. Not at all. I've been manifesting some crazy shit and I know I'm not done yet. I wouldn't be able to do that if it weren't for him. If it weren't for God being part of this. Bottom of the deck, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. See with that Four of Pentacles. The money thing. Some of the masculines here were focusing on money and career, success. We talked about this. I need this to make me look powerful, to be successful, to be something of myself. Nope. And for others of you, some of you, your masculines are still dealing with this. Okay? They have to learn that money isn't everything. Career isn't everything. They can make a career out of the things that they love to do, that they're passionate about. So for the extended guys, I'm going to give one more guidance card, what the masculines need to trust God with. We're going to look into how the masculine is feeling about the feminine at this time, what their intentions towards the feminine are, what they need most out of this connection currently. And lastly, I'm going to pull a pull a card from one of my dirty decks, okay, to see what the sexual desires they have, what they're thinking of you sexually. We're going to pull a card from that, and then we're going to get messages from all 5 of my decks from your masculine, what they want to say to you, what they've been trying to tell you, okay? That's all going to be in the extended. The link for that is in the description box below. All right, so here we go. What do the masculines need to trust God more with? Okay, they want me to read both sides. The name of the Lord is a strong fortress. The godly run to him and are safe. The Lord is my refuge and my fortress, right? Going to God for everything. And not to man. Going to God first. God is your strength. I talked about the God confidence, did I not? Back of this is grace and patience be yours in abundance. They're also learning to have more abundance of peace, grace, gratitude. The bottom of the deck is commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. See? With that impasse card. No, God, I know the plan. 2 of Wands is making plans, having the vision, right? But executing the plan. But the plans that they were making were based off of money, based off what the 3D world of success was. Instead of going to God and trusting in God and His plan. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. Thank you for the confirmation, Holy Spirit. God will help you to make that vision a reality. You need to trust. God always has the better plan. Trust me. I know for me, I had different plans for things, but God's got a better one, and it's going to be bigger than what I could ever imagine. And little do I know it, I'm manifesting it. It's the same thing that the masculine's learning. Okay? All right, so I'm going to move on to the extended. Actually, I'm going to eat first since dinner's ready, and then yeah, we're going to see what else is going to go on. So if this is resonating with you, I would love to see you there. The link is in the description box below. If you go to capellawellness.com, click on the extended videos section of my website. You will see the channel for the Divine Masculine check-ins there. Make sure you pay attention to the month and the year, okay? So that you can purchase that extended, all right? I do have the unlimited extended subscription available if you want to access all of my extended readings as many times as you want. It's called the unlimited extended subscription. It's $19.99 per month. You can cancel at any time, okay? That link is in the description box too. It's also part of the Capella memberships page, all right? If you have a Capella membership, that is a plus membership, you have an even greater discounted rate on watching all of my extended readings as long as you are a member per month. I do personal readings for the counterparts. I am a counterpart coach. Light counterpart is what I call it. My guys don't like the term twin flame, but you guys all know about the twin flame stuff. I do coach those people. I do have twin flame support groups like Counterpart Circle at least once a month right now, so that you can meet other people who are in similar journeys as you, and you can get the support and the guidance from me and everybody else, and hear about everybody else's struggles and stories and successes and victories. Okay, it's really nice to be around those types of people to help you to deal with this type of connection, because it's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. All right, so I have that there. It's really well worth the investment. There's a whole bunch of other bonus stuff that I give in a lot of the membership tiers, so you may want to go check those out. Go to Capella memberships, as I said. There's a link for that in the description box below. If you're interested in understanding more about your divine masculine, you're masculine. There are masculine packages and feminine packages that I have. If you purchase a package, you save money because it's about 3 or more readings in one package. You will purchase the package, you'll save money from that, and you get to book the readings whenever you want to schedule them, all right? You can schedule them in advance. Not all the readings in the package have to be booked at once, okay? But if you feel like you need a lot more guidance and there's a lot that you want to get guidance on or insight or better understand, whether it's your counterpart connection, your person, you understanding more about your healing, your life's purpose, your past life stuff, you save quite a bit of money if you purchase a package, all right? And yeah, I have a whole bunch of other services too, to include down and dirty messages from your person. If you want to know, you know, the dirty side of things with your person, I have those and a whole bunch of other things. So that's in the Capella service suite, which is also, there is also a link in the description box below. Lastly, if you feel like you want to sow a seed into this channel, into the work I do to support me even more, to help me to continue to do the work that I do and to offer a lot more, because I do have a lot more projects coming up, you could do so by selecting one of the donation links in the description box below, or you can send me something from my Amazon wish list. If you want a deck that you would like to use on my channel, by all means, the Amazon wish list link is in the description box, and you can go through that, or anything else you may feel like you want to send. I would greatly appreciate it. Whatever you send, if you feel drawn to, may it be returned to you thousandfold. All right, guys. Well, that concludes your reading. I'm going to go eat now, and I really hope this was enlightening for you. I really hope that it gave you some great insight into this connection, into your masculine, for those masculines who are watching this. You don't need to let yourself get in the way anymore. You've got this, okay? You got this. Some of you know that your feminines have ascended tremendously. Trust your instincts. okay? Because I'm telling you right now, if you feel you won't be forgiven when you're dealing with the true divine feminine, Christ, she's flowing through Christ consciousness. If she's in Christ consciousness, she's already forgiven you time and time again, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. That concludes your reading. Thank you so much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. Always, I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.